next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. Kadarius Toney now to return it. He's stopped on the run back of the 27th. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
When you stick that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Dive play straight ahead. A lot of space ahead. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Powell now to return. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
You know it right now, Kate. I'm absolutely in favor of this frenetic pace. A touchdown scored, and this is what the immediate response is. Nearly answer it with a house call yourself. Yeah, there's no body blows in this one. This game's starting with some serious haymakers.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Headed out right. He's running with it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Purdy throwing here. Gets it through the middle. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Just everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines. Sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set. 21, 18, watch out. Start.
Now it's Purdy. Now That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal.
Officer! 18! Watch out! Stop!
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. On comes the field goal unit to try this one for the 49ers. This just 21 yards down the pipe. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Tony now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
18 tight, 19 tight, 19 tight. Got 60, got 60.
Shotgun now from Milrow. It's his targets. That's Torrey Horton. Hit almost as he caught it. Does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Nickel set from the Niners on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Ball to the left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Cut 19.
Now it's Milrow. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That goes for 32 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Trucks a defender. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get 6 more on their early advantage. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11.
49ers 3. Jake Moody to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Isaac Gorindo to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Isaac Gorindo on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Outside. 18, what's up?
Here's Purdy to throw. Peeled in by George Kittle. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Yellow. Get set, get set. 18, yellow. Up.
Purdy to throw it. And complete to St. Brown. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Outside. 18, cut.
Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Escapes the defender. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Play action now with Purdy. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. This is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. The scoreboard reads 14-3. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time to get the 2nd quarter going. The 49ers sent up inside the red zone.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
McCaffrey can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
Outside. 18, what's up? Stop.
Here's McCaffrey again. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Now from back at the 7, here's 3rd and goal.
Get set, get set.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win. One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he got all on that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Let's go. 79 Broncos. Cougar Knight Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Let's go.
Walker off his own read. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Here we go. Cup 19. Cup 19. Tiger. 19. Tiger. Let's go.
1st down throw here from Milrow. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
On the set.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
It's a design boot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Milrow from the gun. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive block. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when the defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Mooney knocks it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Powell now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
They toss right side to McCaffrey. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Outside. 18, watch out. Yellow.
Purdy looking to throw. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him
terrible.
for pass interference. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10.
Get set, up.
They'll run here following the penalty. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Up to the ground by Ggml.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Outside. 18, watch out.
Looking to throw, Purdy. That's complete to St. Brown, all right. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Get set. 18, up.
First down, Purdy to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Now Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down.
Get set. 18, watch out.
3rd and long for him here. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
18, watch out.
They're going to try to throw for it. It's caught. Pearsall has it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers making a 1-score game before halftime. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown.
The kicker on.
Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Tony now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Let's go. Panther 60. 70 Lions.
Walker on first down. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And this is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Here's Milrow, first and 10. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's what drives them in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Give him 32 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Working quickly here.
Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Walker now from the gun. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Cowboy 80.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing now, Milrow. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
60 Bison. 60 Riggs.
To throw, here's Milrow. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. On his Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11.
49ers 13.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Watch out. Stop.
Looking to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Out to kick it away, here's Moody. Lindo to return it. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. right at the 25 to end it. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Get set, get set. Up.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Up.
Purdy throwing here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Pulled in at the 20. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Drive begins with a Walker run. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
From the gun, Milrow. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Red. 68.
Back now, pressure coming. Has it downfield, working the left. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Completes, it's Horton. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Ready.
From the red zone now. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and 10. No run throw. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Third and long. Here's Milrow. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Moody knocks it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. But that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The window to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
49ers to the line. First and 10.
Get set, get set.
Play action now with Purdy. It's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. They stick with McCaffrey. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on second and goal.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Second and goal from the 9 here.
Get set, Yellow. 18, watch out.
Purdy to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Outside. Yellow. 18, watch out.
Third and goal, Purdy. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
33-yard attempt.
Sanders sends it through. And they'll get him back to 11.
Ah, that was your punt.
I always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Tony now to return it. This makes it up to the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
60 Bison. Let's go now.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Gain of 19 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, Seattle.
70 Timberwolves.
So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our third quarter. The Seahawks have the football, up a couple of scores to start the fourth quarter. First down from the 42. Now it's Milrow. Hits him on the out route. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. Connects on the crosser. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Come on, go.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Called in by Arroyo on the right side. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Very short, it's Milrow. Another drop. The last 2 plays, both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, here we go. They nearly gave it away on the pick, but the offense still out there. They're looking for 6. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks have likely locked up the win right there. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Powell now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
39-yard line.
49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the gun is Purdy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
To the air again, Purdy. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. Room inside the 10. Shoots away from one. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. They'll work against the blitz. Hits his running back. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here's Milrow to throw. Going deep on the line. Oh, the ball is out. But it looks like someone from the Seahawks got on top of it, and they'll get it back. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Let's go now. 70 center look.
From the gun, Milrow. Buys time, rolling right. He runs out of bounds a yard or 2 behind the line. Couldn't get all the way back. That's going to count as a sack.
He only lost a yard, but how many times do we see a team where just a yard or inches short on fourth down? Well, every little bit counts. He's got to just throw that one out of bounds. Don't run it out for the sack.
19, throw 80. Cut 19, cut 19.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He connects downfield. And he's going to be sent out of bounds to end a great pickup, but somehow did not pick up the first. It's going to be 4th down coming up. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Secures this at the 17. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Ggml. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away.
The blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this run back. It's a sack on the first play.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Pistol now for Milrow. Into traffic, complete. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the game's going to be to the 34-yard line.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Walker gets the pitch. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he's going to be stopped just a second away from a touchdown. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Sometimes that guy in the backfield, Kate, he can just sense it, sees it when a play's going to hit, and that time he knew it well before he received the pitch. That's an occasion where things broke right for him, and it led to a big, big hitter.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Let's go. 60 back. Ready.
They'll send him up the middle. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Let's go now.
And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on fourth and goal.